The signing of Franck Kessie came in with many questions among the fanbase, the unanimous one being, what would his role be at Barca? And would he fit at Barca? This video tries to answer this unanimous question. Kessie has worked with 4 coaches at AC Milan, and under Stefano Pioli has he truly thrived. Under Pioli, Kessie has featured in a double pivot beside the Algerian international 𝒉𝒐𝒆. The Ivorian does the ball winning in the midfield of the park while 𝒉𝒐𝒆 controls the play from deep positions. The duo complemented each other nicely. Now let's have a look what they tried to do in possession. When Milan has the ball, they tend to start in a base 4-2-3-1 shape. Kessie mainly operates as the left half of the team's double pivot. When building out from the back, he initially helps form a box or 2:2 structure with the centre backs. However, Milan will eventually drop one of those midfielders between the centre backs, creating more of a 3:1 structure. There are matches when Kessie drops into that deeper role, like the derby against Inter Milan, and others where he stays high, like the match against Fiorentina. The Ivorian tends to be pretty involved during the build-up play, but he does not shoulder much progressive responsibility. In Serie A this season, his teammates Sandro Tonali and Bennacer average more progressive passes and carrying distances, in addition to spreading play more often with long passes. This is where the role of Frankie comes in. In double pivot of Frankie and Kessie, Frankie would be tasked with the responsibility to progress the play with his immense close control and dribbling skills. This is where Frankie thrives. Now, smart movements are key. Kessie does not run the game like 𝒉𝒐𝒆𝒔 does, for instance, nor does he have the ability or world-class power and speed over the distance of a Frankie de Jong. But Kessie can utilize a few quick touches to create space for himself. He then drives into that space, keeping his body between the defender and the ball. This eventually allows him to make an easy pass into the final third. Kessie can also get quite advanced positionally during sustained Milan attacks. Last year, he was in the 90th percentile of midfielders in the Big 5 leagues for touches in the attacking penalty area per 90. Most of his dangerous touches and shooting chances do not come from real powerful, penetrative overlapping runs as we have seen from Frankie de Jong. Instead, Kessie relies more on subtle positioning, drifting into pockets between the defenders or arriving at the edge of the box for a layoff. Now let's have a look at what Milan used to do when out of possession. Without the ball, Pioli's Milan side presses high up the pitch with great intensity. Kessie often plays a key role in this pressing by stepping out to join Milan's forward players, where he and the others aggressively close down the ball. Overall though, his defensive quality is difficult to judge on the surface. The 25-year-old makes very few tackles and interceptions and certainly does not remind you of an elite ball winner like Conte or Casemiro when you tune into a match. That being said, Kessie is mobile enough, shows good strength in duels, and possesses some impressive possessional discipline. His elements of defensive play go beyond the rudimentary metrics. His pressing, aggressive closing down of space is intelligent, allowing him to commit fewer tackles and interceptions. Now, would he fit at Barca? The answer is not simple. On paper, it is certainly hard to imagine Kessie being a poor signing. Bringing in a midfielder who is 25, well-rounded and has an impressive injury record seems like a spotless business as long as the wages are kept in check. Kessie could certainly do a job against most La Liga opponents too. Kessie's level is arguably not one that would elevate the squad as whole or justify taking away minutes from Barca's young core. Thus, Xavi's vision is key over here.